one, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just recently won our SuperNova Award. I'm so excited to talk to you. So listen, why don't you tell us a little bit about like the who you are and the what you do and who you do it for, and then use your super cool title of Jefe of CRM. If we can work that in there, it'd be great.
Okay. So a little quick introduction about me. I'm Alison Izurieta. I'm born and raised in Ecuador, but I had the privilege of studying abroad. I'm a Northeastern University graduate. I graduated with a business administration title, and I am back home being a Jefe de CRM for Casablanca Toyota, which is the primary Toyota dealership here in Ecuador. And
love it.
What happened, how I landed this job is actually quite interesting, because I wasn't hired based on my experience. I wasn't hired based on what I knew how to do, but I was hired based on this idea and this potential that I had at that moment. I was hired right before the pandemic started, and I was jumping into this role. I had no idea. So you can keep saying Jefe de CRM because I still don't know what it means or what I'm doing.
It's okay. No one does. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just glad I get
Welcome to CRM.
Welcome to technology. I'm just glad I get to do it here. I'm just glad I have, the openness and the feedback and all the support that I've been having to create and develop all these technological products. A lot of support from my team. I do not come from a technology background. I come from a finance background. So it's been really quite interesting, and it's been such a fun, such a nerve-wracking, such an exciting ride to, put everything that we've been doing and being recognized. Last year we won Breakthrough Customer of the Year with SugarCRM, which are our main partners, and now this. So it's just a huge jump, a huge leap that we have going on here.
You and the team definitely deserved it. So listen, I want you to kind of showcase for me a little bit about what were some of the big problems you guys were looking to solve? Because especially when it comes to automotive and selling, and you're with Toyota, I think there's kind of that traditional way of someone walked onto the lot, jump on them, make them buy a car. Like there's that attitude, but then there's this kind of new way of developing that relationship and having all of that data and having all that information ready for the organization. So tell us a little bit about kind of the challenges you were looking to face.
Yeah, so a lot of the things that you were saying are true, but they are especially true here in Ecuador, where we're very, very traditional. We are a country that hasn't 100% adopted, internet, e-commerce use, and people shop for very, pricey things in a very traditional way. I think that the pandemic, after all, really forced just the entire industry to move towards this more dynamic kind of sales funnel, and interactions with your customer were no longer, in person. So that's kind of how we moved, and we had this openness to try these new ideas, to integrate all our digital channels, to start coming up with new ways to connect with our customers, to having, instead of us waiting for the customer to show up, we would take the cars to the customer. If you want a test drive, we'll take it to your house. You need a video call, we'll video call the car. You can send pictures, you can fill out, finance documents, all, not having the customer present. But one thing was kind of having this idea, and then the other thing was making sure that you have a CRM, that you have this database that is solid enough for you to be able to keep track of every single interaction you have with the customer. So I think I think that I don't want to brag about it too much, but I think that
no, brag, do it.
I think we're pretty ahead of on our industry, even though in general our industry is pretty behind, and I'm talking about US and everything, having these e-commerce things and everything. I think we're pretty behind, but after all, we are training our customers, because I think everyone was going through this transformation. So just to have that technology for us to be able to keep track and be like, oh, I already sent you this picture. Okay, you already talked to me about this. Okay, I'm taking the card to you. It really helped having, the technology, but also a customer that was, I guess, ready for this.
Yeah, but you also needed something where the tools and the solution that your teams were going to use, people within the organization, something that was easy enough for them to be able to use so they didn't feel intimidated by the technology, right? Like, 'cause this wasn't exactly something like, okay, we've been using this for so long, we know how to do it.
Yeah, and it's hard because we always say, the end customer, the person that purchases the car is always going to be, our main user. But actually for our CRM, it's not, it's the salesperson. And the salesperson is this extremely, I was going to say complicated, but I'm going to say unique. And they want things fast, they want things simple. They're very specific about whether they're going to use it or not, because they can just as easily say, you know what, no, I'm sticking to the pen and pencil and I'm calling all these people and I'm selling the way I want to sell. So you have these both sides, you have making sure that the end customer has a seamless experience, but also the user adoption that we have in-house is also seen as an advantage. So we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun testing, do you think this is too long? Do you think there's too many steps? Should we automate here? Should we get data from this place and then put it here? So it was very, experimental, I guess, and doing it, right after the pandemic as well, having your salesperson sitting down and giving you feedback. So you have a bunch of personalities that you have to meet the standards.
But that speaks a lot to the flexibility that you were looking to get out of the technologies that you were implementing, right? That it was something that could allow you to have that agility and flexibility that, hey, if it didn't work, change it. And there wasn't all this repercussion on the back end of that, and fail because you changed
right, and we didn't have to delete and then do it again, and I am a big shout out to my team, my team of developers. We have a very small team. There's 4 of us, there's 4 of us in our team, and we managed to put out this whole system. It's because I guess when you have also these perspectives, I can already tell, this isn't going to work here or there. So make sure that the system that we're developing can go either this way or this way, but then at the end it's going to meet halfway. So yeah, we're very focused on flexibility, and we also leverage the fact that SugarCRM lets us do that. We're not tied to certain modules. We're not tied to this is the only way you can integrate. We've just put a lot of our own development outside and then just put it in seamlessly. So we've never had any problem, with us adding our flexibility and our personalization, because the way that we sell cars is very specific to our own company even.
Yeah, I love that. So what's next? What's the next hill that you're going to climb in technology in this transformation? I mean, is there something that comes after Jefe? I don't know. I don't know. If there's another owner. Oh!
No. I wish. No. Really, just pretty much general manager, director, C-suite level comes after Jefe. So I think I'm not stuck here. I am enjoying the view from here for now. And I think that because we're putting out, these big projects, high impact projects, we're jumping onto new things. So one of the things that we're coming up right now is our maintenance and our after sales program. After you buy the car, right? And then that's where you actually make money. One thing is you sell the car, but then I see the customer 2-3 times a year. That's where you keep the relationship going. So actually, our next step, and hopefully I get to chat with you, Liz, next year when we launch it, because we're very close to finishing it, is to have this personalization as well. Because I'm not only interested in you going to your maintenance, I'm also interested in selling you, insurance, new accessories, and building this relationship so that at the end of 4 or 5 years, I can buy back the car and then you can renew your vehicle.
I love it.
So that's what's coming up for us, and I'm excited to share. Hopefully we can have another conversation.
I love it. Well, Alison, listen, to you and your entire team and everyone at Casablanca Toyota, congratulations. You've put in the hard work, and we're super excited about that next conversation and what comes next.
Thank you, Liz, very much for your time.